Hello and welcome back to I've, this visual novel. I am so sorry I don't remember how to pronounce the name. Um, Last we were Marcus, which is Tom's boss, and we were investigating the leads that Tom had about I already forgot his name. The bull that is being implicated in the attack on Miss Novak. So, as far as Marcus is concerned, the son is not involved. And the police, however, think that he is involved. And YouTube, just so you know, this is all fake. Just because I'm saying those words does not mean it's real. Do not demonetize the video, please. You've done it before. Anyways, so the mom is still alive. The son is missing. But Marcus went and was investigating some of the houses that Tom was, that had written down that the son was looking at, and he found a trail of red. And he went back into the house. Well, he went into the house because the trail was leading into the house. He found the photos that were of Tom. So, Tom may be in danger. We don't know yet. Anyway, so yeah. I guess without further ado, let us continue this visual novel. I really should just ask how it's pronounced. Ugh, what a day. Hopefully Marcus had a better one. A quick yawn escapes me. Maybe it's time to give coffee a try. I step into the kitchen and rummage through the shelves. Nothing. Great. Well, why am I even surprised? I grab a glass of water instead. Dad? Where could he be? His room is empty. Guess he's not home right now. As I'm about to leave, I spot his phone lying on the shelf next to his bed. Well, that's odd. Dad? Are you home? I pick up his phone. What's his pin? Let's try Mom's birthday. Nope. How about mine? Okay, that unlocks it. I never realized he's been using this picture as his screen background. Well, I glance through his messages. There's one from today. Something about a meeting. I wonder what that's about. I set his phone down and leave his room. My eyes start to get heavy. Another yawn overcomes me. A short nap wouldn't hurt. I make my way to my room, dropping my things on the floor. Once inside, I down some pills from the lower drawer and lie down in bed. Just an hour nap is all that I'm asking for, then I'll get ready to meet up with Otto. After what happened yesterday, I barely slept. Struggling with my own emotions, obsessive thoughts, and strange nightmares, I just couldn't. I can't explain what even happened in the forest. Just thinking about it gives me an awful headache. Feels almost like I can still hear the whispering. All that I need to do is not to dwell on it, right? I turn my back to the window and close my eyes. All I can see from a distance is Camille, watching over me. Then the same whispers return. I see and hear it all over again. Then Miss Novak's scream and echoing footsteps. I open my eyes once more. Taking a deep breath, I reach for a cup of water on my bedside table. As I do, the phone buzzes. This is the 5th time. I'm unsure whether to ignore his texts. Because whenever I see a text from him, it all comes rushing back. David appearing out of nowhere on the day everything went wrong. It's just... I can't understand why my mind connects all of this to his presence. It's not something that I can sort out right now anyway. My hand hovers over the phone as I try to decide if I want to bother with this right now. Yet I don't want to leave him hanging. You can't run away from your... I'm not going to say responsibilities because it's not a responsibility, but your problems. Tom, Please, we need to talk about what happened. Don't ignore me. I'm here. Oh my god, I was worried. What do you want? Just want to chat. Alright. Tom, I want to talk about what happened. I don't. Why? Can't you tell me something at least? David, I don't want to think about it. Are you at least okay? I guess. Alright, I'm not gonna push you then. Thanks. I'm gonna head to bed now. I haven't had a good sleep since yesterday. Me too, man. That's why I was hoping that we could talk. Maybe next time. I still don't know how I feel about you coming back. I thought that we were good. Good? Because we met up once at a bar? No, David. We're far from good. Okay. Well, if you want to give it another chance, I'm busy today. Okay, I get it. Some other time? I don't know. Fair. At least you texted me back. That's progress enough. I'm going to bed. Rest well. As I try to doze off again, some noise coming from downstairs startles me awake. My heart pounding in my chest, I make my way to the door and pause to listen. Tom? You home? Oh, it's just Dad. I need to get a grip. Yeah, was just laying down. No response, apart from the shuffling sound of footsteps heading towards the kitchen. I check the time on my phone. It's still too early to meet up with Otto. Might as well ask Marcus about his progress. Hey, any updates? Oh, I called you earlier. And sent you a message. Sorry, busy day. You alright? I don't know. Kinda? Fair. Wanna get hot cocoa maybe? That'll cheer you up. Sorry, meeting with Otto too soon. Sorry, meeting with Otto soon. Anyway, updates? Okay, but let me first tell you. Got paid pretty well. Oh? For what? That cheating husband case, remember? Oh, thought that I was the one getting old around here. Yeah, worry not. I'm here to remind you. So, how much was it? 200 ZT? Does it have a thingy? Zuotu? Is that a W? Zuota? Zuota? Mm. Well, that's not bad. No, no, that 2 grand is just your share. We got paid 5 grand in total. What? You're joking. Cause if so, I'm gonna maul you. I'm not. It was a job well done. Our client was really happy. Alright, that's some good news for once. Should I come over? I exhale in deep relief, stroking down my chest. That's a lot of money. I can't stop the tip of my lip from curling into a slight smile. At least I can settle these fucking bills and maybe even cancel that meeting with Jacob. At the police station now. I might be here for a while. Tomorrow then. Marcus, so about the case. Found anything? Hmm, I'm not sure where to start. You told me that you're gonna keep me informed. I did. I'm just worried. Don't be. I can take care of myself. Marcus takes his time to reply. I guess he knows how shaken I am by the whole thing. Yet, I just can't let the anxiety win over me. This isn't just about Camille. Whatever's going on, I'm sure that it will lead me to the truth about what happened to Mom. Given what the townspeople think of Dad, and how he acts when he's drunk, who knows what could have really happened in those last few months while I was in Warsaw. A part of me hopes that she was simply tired of him and left, and is happy somewhere else. It wouldn't even matter that she doesn't talk to me anymore. Fine. I investigated the houses. One of them was abandoned. Found evidence someone broke in and stayed there recently. There was an empty food container from Goober. Goober knee edge vert. Goober knee edge vert. Goober knee edge vert. I'm pretty sure I'm still pronouncing that wrong. I was wondering if someone was stupid enough to have it delivered there. So, remember the food delivery app that I installed on your phone? Yeah. You can check all the places that offer food delivery in your area. Goober niche verge isn't listed. Eliash? Eliash, I think that was how you pronounced it, worked as a delivery guy on that app. You sure? Positive. Unless they've added it recently. You can check. Will do. Did you find out who was staying at the abandoned house? Not necessarily, but there was blood in the shed. Someone was wounded. Whose blood was it? I have my suspicion. I think it was Camille's. 'Cause I found some photos that I think he took. What photos? Of you. There were pictures of you, Tom. What? You're joking. I'm serious. When was the last time that you went to Shkalna? Shkalna. Shkalna. Shkalna Street. Mm. Eliash's house? 2 weeks ago? Maybe 3? There were notes written on the back. What was it? He sees them. They see him too. They know him. But does he know them too? Nothing good. Didn't Camille ask you something similar? I stare at the words on the screen. There's no fucking way. This is insane. Maybe I'm dreaming. Maybe I did fall asleep after all. I pinch myself to confirm that this isn't some elaborate nightmare. Has Camille been spying on me? Is he still doing it? That explains how he knew where to find me. I cautiously peer out the window in case someone is out there watching. Tom, you still there? Yeah. Don't worry. I'm not gonna let anything happen to you. We don't even know what he wants. Do you want me to come over? No need. I'll be fine. I don't know what to think anymore. What the fuck is wrong with this town? Why would he be doing this anyway? I don't get it. Is it because of the case? No, that can't be true. We only discovered his tracks recently, and I only went there myself 2 days ago, while he's been following me for at least 2 weeks, if not longer. Tom, are you sure? If you don't feel safe, you can stay at my office. Plenty of room around here. Maybe. I don't know. I need some time. I understand. I've got something that could take your mind off of things. At least, till I deal with Camille's case. What is it? I have a client who might need your help. All right. I'll come to the office tomorrow. I could pick you up. No need. I insist. I'd rather not have you walking alone. Well, I guess you'll have to start driving me to work then. If it'll make you feel safer, then absolutely. Nah, it's fine. Tom, just be careful. Don't you worry about me, boss. I'm rolling my eyes very hard right now. Yeah, I can imagine. So, what do you propose? Just pick me up tomorrow after work, and we'll go to the office. And buy hot cocoa on the way. All right. Stay safe. Call me if you need anything. Sure thing, Marcus. As the phone screen darkens, I'm left staring at my faint reflection, a numbness radiating slowly across my body. I suppose this makes it all the more important that Camille is found quickly. After what happened last night, it's gotta be just a matter of time. I try to cheer myself up while suppressing the dreadful thought that lingers in the recesses of my mind. Still, there's no way that I'm going to stop searching. The warm shower fails to improve my mood any more than that, despite my hopes, but at least I can feel fresh now. As I go downstairs, I wander into a scene that I haven't seen in what feels like ages. The entire house seems to have been tidied up. It may as well be a completely different place from what I've gotten used to by now. Dad? What are you doing? Cooking. Um, Trying to. Dad stands behind the kitchen counter chopping vegetables, his fingers wrapped in bandages. Okay. Are you trying to cook yourself? I point to his injured fingers with a smirk. Ha ha, very funny. I thought that it was. Did you clean up? Why? What's with the questions? Well, it's a bit of a Roznaruski rock, a Polish expression which has similar meanings to the phrase once in a blue moon. Roznaruski rock. Roznaruski rock. Moment. You think? Yeah. Kinda weirds me out. Don't be rude. Okay, sorry. Where were you earlier anyway? I came home an hour ago, I think, and you weren't around. Yeah, about that. I've got some news. That doesn't sound good. I'll tell you after we eat. Well, I'd love to try your dish mixed with your chopped fingers, Dad, but I'm off to Otto soon. His parents invited us for dinner. Oh, all right. His expression sours a little, but he goes back to chopping some onions. I hope you have fun. Yeah. Um, so what's the surprising news? Right, I've landed a new job. Oh. Yeah, and it pays well. What kind of job? Security guard. Hmm, that's good, Dad. A smile had formed on his muzzle, but he must have noticed the unimpressed inflection in my voice because his expression turns serious again. Yeah, I suppose it is. I'm starting tomorrow. Just don't lose this one. I'm not going to. If you say so. About yesterday. Okay, what about it? You weren't keen on talking last night, after you came back. I didn't say anything, but the police called. Nothing happened. A woman got attacked. It didn't sound like nothing. I don't want you risking your life for strangers. What the hell does that mean? Exactly that. I don't want to lose you too. What? Your mom got too deep into something similar. And look what happened. Well, Mom tried to help people. That's why I'm asking you. Asking me what? To quit working with Marcus. Like, like hell I will. If you think that I'm just gonna drop everything just because you asked? Tom. No, you're making it sound like it was Mom's fault that she disappeared. Your mom was too naive of a person. So what? And that's what got her killed, Tom. You don't know that. I do. No, you have no idea what happened. Nobody does. She's not dead. Tom. Shut up. Both of us turned towards the door. Frowning, I step closer to steal a glance through the peephole. There's Otto, standing in front of the porch, fixing his unruly hair. I draw in a deep breath in an attempt to calm myself down before swinging the door open. Hey. Hey yo. Otto is still in his working attire. The outfit looks rugged and gritty, as if he ran here straight after work. Smells like it too. I probably shouldn't mention it to him, though. Are you ready to roll? I am. Are you? What? Oh, you mean this? He gestures to his oil stain overalls, and I nod. Sorry, had a dash over here. Dash? Where's your car? Oh, funny thing. It's gone kaput. I see. Sorry. I know I was supposed to pick you up and all. Are you okay with taking the bus, or should I call us a taxi? I don't mind riding the bus. In that case, we better get going. My mom already called 5 times saying that they're waiting for us, but she seemed more excited to see you again. I. Nah, I'm just kidding. Or am I? The bear lets out a hearty laugh while massaging the back of his head. All right, let me grab my things quickly. I grab my jacket and put on my shoes. Dad is still in the kitchen, though he doesn't seem to be paying much attention, his gaze unfocused and distant. Whatever. I shut the door behind me and motion for Otto to lead us. As we're walking to the bus stop, I remember that I need to message Jacob. Hey, sorry, gonna have to cancel tonight. Something came up. Oh, what a shame. Was hoping I could see you. Yeah, another time. We'll see. As I'm putting my phone back into my pocket, an eerie sensation grips me. I turn around as a sinister shiver slithers up my nape. No one is here, apart from the two of us. But I can't shake the unsettling notion that Camille may be lurking somewhere. Otto gives me a puzzled look, but I just shake my head and resume walking. Are you looking for something? Oh, nah, just admiring the view. All the run-down houses, though. I know, right? What a shithole. I force a laugh as we continue making our way to the bus stop. The bus ride to Otto's parents' house was long enough that I almost nodded off. I haven't been here for over 2 months, so I've no idea what to expect. But after waiting for a few minutes, nobody opens the door. Mom, it's us. Don't you have a key? Oh, I left it at my place. I fidget with my jacket, prompting a questioning look from Otto. I'm nervous. Don't be. My parents love you. That's what I'm nervous about. He raises his eyebrow and opens his mouth to say something. Just then, the door swings open and Otto's mom, Maria, appears in the doorway. Ah, you're here. I was worried that you wouldn't be able to make it. She glances behind Otto's big frame and spots me hiding behind him. She pushes him out of the way. Tom, my dear, I'm so happy to see you. She grabs my hand and pulls me in for a hug, almost squeezing the life out of me. Good to see you, Miss Ogiński? Ogiński. 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 I feel like I'm pronouncing it wrong now. Ogiński. Ogiński. My voice comes out a little breathy. Mom. Sorry, dear. I'm just happy that you're doing all right. You look well. She pinches my forearm, feeling a chunk of flesh underneath my fur. A bit scrawny and tired looking, but at least you're here. Don't worry. We're gonna feed you real good today. Mom, please. What? I'm just excited to serve our guest, is all. I smirk as Otto rolls his eyes. Can we just at least enter the house? It's cold out here. Oh, yes. Come on in. I shuffle into the small hallway behind the two burly bears. Janek? Janek, the boys are here. I'm busy. Their voices roll like thunder, striking one after the other, making me wish that I could cover my ears without looking rude, but Miss Ogiński is standing right next to me. Otto puts a hand on his mother's shoulder and pulls her aside. Mom, no yelling. Sorry, boys. I'll make some tea to warm you up. She starts heading to the kitchen, but stops halfway. Also, Otto, you smell awful, sweetheart. Make sure to shower before dinner. Yeah, had to rush over here straight from work. I can tell. Have some tea first and then head upstairs. You still have some clean clothes here, right? Should be some in my room. I'll be right back with the tea. I wonder what Otto's dad is up to. Sorry about earlier. You know her. Yep. I mean, I kind of expected it. Wonder what dad is up to. I was just thinking the same thing. Otto gives me a reassuring pat on the head. Let's see how you pronounce it properly. Yannick. Oh, Yannick, not Janik. Yannick. Yannick Ogiński. Yannick Ogiński. Otto and Anna's father. Yannick is a diminutive name of Janusz. Okay, so Yannick. Yannick used to volunteer as a school coach when we were kids and taught us all kinds of sports, though he sometimes overdid it, pushing us to the brink of exhaustion. Anna had always been a sports geek, eager to try them all. And since I used to spend most of my time with her, I got dragged into it as well. Now that I think about it, Otto was usually on the sidelines. I haven't been visiting the Oginskis nearly as much since coming back from the city, now that Otto and Anna live on their own. We sat on the sofa and the TV playing an episode of Navspolne. Navspolne? Otto's smile lights up the room whenever our eyes meet. But then his expression turns more serious as he picks up the remote and turns off the TV. Everything all right? Oh, yeah. I wanted to ask something. He coughs to clear his throat. Yeah, huh? Well, I don't think that there's a right way to ask this. So I'm just gonna... Otto, stop stalling. Yeah, sorry. I heard about a woman being attacked in the forest. Oh. Seems like everyone knows about that. News does spread like wildfire around here. My workers were talking about some cat and a hyena who found her. That would be me and David, yes. He scratches the back of his head, nodding. I'm alright. When I first heard about it, I had a feeling that it could be you. Well, your hunch was spot on. I found her in a pretty bad state. Do you know who did it? No, but the police suspect that it was her son. Son? I close my eyes and breathe in, trying to keep myself focused, but the image of Camille outside on my window flashes in my mind anyway. Opening my eyes, I see Otto staring at me with his head tilted slightly, though he tries to force a smile. Yeah, sorry, Otto. I don't want to talk about it. I understand. Fortunately, Miss Ogiński strolls in with 2 cups of tea, saving me from the conversation. Tea for you boys. I know you're both hungry. Don't worry, dinner should be done shortly. She places the tea on the coffee table, the cups clinking as she does so. Thank you. Thanks, Mom. She smiles and heads back to the kitchen, humming a soft tune. Otto dunks 6 sugar cubes into his cup. I raise my eyebrow at him, and he sputters at my obvious disapproval. What? I like it sweet. Uh-huh. Otto chuckles, stirring his tea. So, what's up with you? He takes a sip before placing his cup back on the coffee table. What do you mean? You've been acting strange since yesterday. Not here. Why? It's just, now's not the time. We can talk about it later. All right. Hey, Tom, catch! Oof! The ball bounces off my face and hits the cup of tea. Oh God, Tom, you okay? The next thing that I know is this pulsating sensation on my left cheek. Ow. My vision gets blurry as I rub my left cheek. What was that noise? Uh-oh. Dad threw a ball at Tom and it hit him in the face. The words summon a furious Miss Ogiński, who promptly grabs her husband's wheelchair, pulling him back into the kitchen. No! I didn't mean it! I'm sorry! Then the yelling begins. What were you doing? It was an accident. He was supposed to catch it. Fine then. I'm sure you can catch some sleep on the couch tonight. Love, please. Don't you sweet talk me out of this, Yannick. Tom finally visits after all this time, And what do you do when he's here? Assault him. I didn't mean for it to happen. It's not the first time that Otto's dad has done something like this, but this is the first time that I was on the receiving end. I feel kind of bad for him. Otto's mom can be scary when she's angry. Go back and apologize to Tom, or no dinner for you tonight. But what was that? Fine. What was that? Nothing. Going. I massage my still stinging cheek, although the pain is slowly dissipating. Otto looks me over, gently touching my face. I'm sorry, it looks painful. And don't worry, it's not that bad. Mr. Ogiński comes to the room looking defeated, his wife looming behind him. Hey, sorry kid. Should have given you a proper heads up before doing that. He extends his hand for an apology. I shake it. It's all good, Mr. Ogiński. See? Tomasz is as tough as nails. You probably need to work on your reflexes, though. Yeah. Yannick. Come on, help me in the kitchen. Also, Otto, can you please? It's okay, Mom. I got it. Otto begins turning the toppled cups upright and cleans the coffee table with a rag cloth. Right, I'm gonna take a quick shower. Sure, I'll just chat with your parents in the meantime. You sure? You can wait in my room. Alone in your childhood room? Think of all the secrets that I could uncover. Ha, I don't think that you'll find anything interesting in there. Tch, you know me. Otto smiles and scratches the back of his neck as I wink to him. Well, alright then. If you're cool with staying here, I'll be back shortly. Yeah, as long as there aren't any more balls coming at me. He shakes his head and goes upstairs with an audible huff before disappearing from view. In the kitchen, Otto's parents are busy preparing the dinner. Given how fragrant the food smells, it probably won't be long. Oh, Tomasz, dear, do you need anything? She says so while keeping an eye on the 3 different pans. Her husband, meanwhile, is peeling the potatoes. Yeah, is there anything that I can help you with? Oh, you're such a sweetheart, but no, we got it covered. She glances at her husband, and he looks at me with pleading eyes. All right. I don't want to shower, so I figured that I'd offer. Have a seat. We can have a chat while Otto gets himself ready. I nod and pull a chair to sit down. After asking me how the job with Marcus is going, the conversation moves on to, naturally, the topic of girlfriends. Or rather, lack thereof, for me and Otto. Even though their parents are accepting of Anna having a girlfriend, Otto hasn't come out to them. Which means that there is an agonizing few minutes of me trying to brush off any questions while hoping Otto will hurry up and be done with his shower. The Ogińskis at least think that Otto remains a bachelor because of how much time he spends at work, making sure that the family business is booming. Speaking of which, we're going for a winter vacation this year. You should join us. Oh, I couldn't. It's not my place. Nonsense, dear. You're always welcome. You're already part of the family in my eyes. That's true. That's awkward. I have no idea how to respond to that. On the one hand, it makes me happy that they think so, but I feel like I'm just intruding here. Thanks for inviting me. I'll think about it. And don't worry about the money. Like I said, business is going very well. Mom, are there any more spare clothes left in here? Otto's shout from upstairs interrupts us. In the lower drawers. Otto's mom starts setting the table, putting a big plate of pancakes in the middle of it, while I help place various jams around it. There's also a savory plate of... Placki jamniaczane? Placki jamniaczane? Chane? Placki jamniaczane? Polish potato pancakes. That sounds good. I know that's for Mr. Ogiński, because that's his favorite. Unlike Otto, he doesn't have a sweet tooth. And of course, lots and lots of favorki. 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 And of course, lots and lots of favorki covered in powdered sugar, made at my request. Just as we're about to be done, Otto finally joins, grabbing a seat to my right. Otto and his family clasp their hands together. I join in so as not to be disrespectful. Dear Lord, thank you for this food that we are about to eat. The grace goes for a bit more before. Amen. Amen. I'm starving. And with that, we dig in. The clinking of plates and utensils is interspersed with light conversation, mostly Otto's dad chatting about his favorite topics. Poland's definitely going to the World Cup next year. Lewandowski's been on fire lately. Did you catch the last match? Um, Otto saves me by responding instead, and soon enough his mom interrupts the talk about football to ask me a question. Tomasz, has Anna called you recently? Well, no. I've been meaning to contact her, but it slipped my mind yesterday. Of course. Every time I call her, she's always messaging me back saying that she can't pick up. But she did send me these pictures. Look. A cult fest. They sure are having fun there. The warm familial vibes here harken me back to the time when Mom was still around. It hurts how much I miss it. I try not to let that thought distract me too much, instead focusing on enjoying the time that I'm spending here. After we're done, I help clean up the table while Miss Ogiński packs some extra favorki in a plastic container for me. Tom and I are going to my room now. All right, should I make some more tea? No, I think we're good. Yep, thanks, Miss Ogiński. Right, you remember where my room is? Sure do. I follow Otto upstairs, where Otto quickly flops onto the bed. I'm so full. His old bedroom looks really tidy, except for a bunch of old boxes in the corner collecting dust. This room brings back so many memories. Anna and I used to tease him about his collection of comics all the time. Ironically, we ended up getting sucked into it when Otto started reading them for us. He gave me his whole collection after moving out of here. I still remember how sad he looked. As we grew older, he had less time to spend with Anna and me. I didn't understand it at the time, but his dad was preparing him to take over the family business. Hey, what's this? Stuck behind a wooden drawer, hidden behind these boxes is Otto's old guitar. Man, what an antique. Oh god, that thing is old. Yeah, the last time that I saw you playing, it was during the camping trip, the one when the bees attacked you. Oh. Yeah, been a while. Time really does fly. I left the guitar and inspected. The body is still solid, if not a bit chipped in some parts, though two of the strings are missing. I don't even know how to play an instrument, but even I know it sounds way out of tune. There's something stuck inside. What are you doing? I give it a shake and the object wrestles inside the guitar before popping out of the sound hole. It's a folded piece of paper the size of an eraser. A secret note. Tom, don't read it. Chords, EMGBMD. Lyrics, you're gone away too soon, just like the gentle breeze of June. Okay, that's embarrassing. Were you writing a song? You should play it at some point. Oh, I don't have the time for it anymore, and it's been eons. I'm very rusty. How do you know? Have you tried lately? Okay, you got me. I haven't. Why not? Not a lot of time left to myself nowadays. Wouldn't have ever been able to come for this dinner if one of the workers didn't cover for me. This explains why he rushed here straight from work. Understandable. You're helping your parents. I mean, so is Anna. That little shop has been on our mom's side of the family for years. Yet she doesn't have to worry about anything. I get your point. Otto lowers his head, resting it against his palm. Hey, at least your business is going well. He raises his brow slightly. What? Your parents were talking about it. Ah. Actually, business has been super slow. Huh? Yeah, we barely got any big orders these days. Frowning, I put the guitar back into its hiding place and sit down on the edge of the bed. Those things happen, no? Yeah, I guess. I just feel like I wasn't prepared to handle it. He looks away. I put my hand on his shoulder and he closes his eyes and inhales deeply. I assume that's not all that happened? Uh-huh. So, what's been going on? I don't want to worry you. Too late for that, bud. I'm sorry. Don't be. Just tell me. My men were supposed to receive a holiday bonus a few months back. My parents had also already planned a trip. So you overpromised? I really didn't want to disappoint anyone. Yeah? But that's not on you, is it? I'm supposed to be the boss, and a son that takes care of his parents. I know where this is going. So, the wolf guy. Lone shark. Fuck Otto. I know, I fucked up. Why not just go to the bank? I did. Oh. So they denied him a loan, and he turned to the worst possible place for it. Why did they come looking for you at Anna's shop, though? 'Cause I told them that it was mine? No way. Otto, come on. I needed a cover, okay? I feared that they might want to investigate. Well, they did. What if they hurt Anna? I'm sorry. That's really stupid, you know that. So they came looking for you because you couldn't pay them back? No, not exactly. They started asking me to repay it sooner than we agreed. I had to sell my car. Oh. How much do you still owe? It doesn't matter. I'll deal with it somehow. Okay. Listen, I'm only gonna say it once. The moment those guys come knocking at Anna's shop, it was no longer just your own issue. I'll tell them that you've got nothing to do with this and ask them to leave the shop alone. No, that's not what I'm on about. You think that I'm just gonna stand by while you dig your own grave? I'm not gonna wait for someone to find your body somewhere one day. Just because you were stupid enough to borrow money from some loan sharks. I didn't know what to do. Well, figure it out before somebody gets hurt. Just tell your parents that the vacation is off, or, I don't know, cut your workers' pay? I'm not gonna cut anyone's pay. And I don't want my parents to know that I'm just a good-for-nothing son. Better a good-for-nothing son than a dead one. Tom, please. Business is slow sometimes, man. Your damn life is not worth losing it over some vacation. Are you really this fucking dense? Tom. Do you really think that they'd care about the vacation if they knew what's going on? With everything else that has been going on, I can't believe Otto, of all people, would be doing stupid shit like this. I clench my fists, barely managing to contain the urge to punch that stupid face of his. Otto only looks down, fiddling with his thumbs without saying anything. There was a painfully long silence. Was I too harsh? The time seems to tick slowly, at an agonizing pace. Otto doesn't even look at me anymore. Fine then. I take out my phone, staring at it. If it helps even a little, it's worth a try. Hey, it's me again. Are you free? Oh, this is unexpected. Right? So... You do love toying with my feelings, don't you? Come on, are you free or not? I have a business meeting now. This late? Meet me at the motel in 1 hour. Room 101. K. I had my phone in my pocket and stand up, dusting off my trousers. Thanks for inviting me to dinner, but I gotta go. Tom, wait. Yeah? Let me walk with you. Sure. In the entryway, Otto's mom hugs me, and his dad pats me on the back. Come again soon. I'll try. That's a good enough answer for me. Good night, dear. We begin walking in the dimly lit road, where the streetlights barely reach. Nothing but silence between us. I flick on my phone's flashlight as we pass through the overgrown section of the neighborhood. I direct my flashlight at a bush nearby, but it remains motionless. Tom, are you alright? Thought I heard something. I'm sorry that I can't drive you back home. I don't mind taking the bus. Right. I'll just have to get used to it. Yep. Tom, I. Um. He puts his hands in his pockets, takes them out again to fidget with his shirt, before finally folding his arms at his chest. Yeah? I've been thinking about something. Something that doesn't involve telling my parents nor screwing the workers. What is it? Uncle Bernard. Oh, I thought your family isn't that close to him. Yeah, but he's still family. Well, his bar is doing pretty well. So, worth a try? Yeah, we'll see, I guess. We reached the bus stop after a 10-minute walk. Thanks for coming. Yeah, sure thing. Well, this is kind of awkward, but I was thinking maybe you wanna do it again sometime? Visit your parents? Sure. I don't see why not. No, no, no. I I meant my place. Oh. Yeah, sure. Anna should be back soon, so that would be a good time to hang out again. Otto sighs and his mouth slackens. I, I meant just the two of us. I could order pizza, or we could go somewhere. Otto can get kind of awkward when it's just the two of us. I have a hunch why he's like that. I hope that I'm wrong because he deserves better. Well, alright. But only if you're going to act smarter about your problems. Deal. The bus approaches from the intersection. Otto extends his hand for a handshake, but I hug him instead. He chuckles as I step into the bus. I buy a ticket and sit by the window. We wave at each other as the bus drives away. Resting my head against the window, I watch the line of trees blurring together as the bus speeds ahead. Otto worries me. This whole business with the wolf has left a terrible taste in my mouth. And beyond that, worries about what comes next, namely how I'm going to handle Jacob. He's usually very helpful, and we both end up getting what we want. Yet the more that it happens, the worse that it feels. Perhaps it's simply because he's a married man with two kids at a high status, but I arrive at the bus stop next to the motel. The thought strikes me that this is probably the motel that the tiger from the bar is staying at. Uh, Great. The last thing that I need right now is to be spotted by someone I recognize. I check my text for the room number. 101, right. It's probably upstairs. There are very few cars in the parking lot, though I do recognize Jacob's. At least he's here now. With each heavy step, the closer that I get to his room, the more my knees tremble. The simple fact is, after tonight, I need to tell him that it's over. But first, I need to get him to help out Otto. I knock on his room door and back off nervously. I roll up the sleeves of my jacket, trying to look as casual as possible. My paws were getting sweaty, so I swiped them on my trousers. Who is it? It's me. The door instantly clicks and swings open, revealing the fox wearing a wide smile. He beckons me to enter. The room is barely lit by a couple of dim lamps, along with some candles. I guess he is trying to set the mood. I shuffle inside, then stand by the door, leaning against the wall. Hmm, you really made an effort here. I believe that the mood is an important part of the process. So, should I just. He inspects me, pressing his hand against my chest, brushing the back of his hand against my body, moving it lower. How have you been? I, uh. Jacob notices my restless demeanor and lifts his hand. Nothing comes to mind as I try really hard to figure out how to handle this. I didn't take you for the shy type. We could start slower. It's been a while. As I'm trying my hardest to avoid looking at him, he places a hand on my shoulder. There is a glint in his eyes as he shoots me a lopsided grin. He leans closer and whispers in my ear. We've got the whole night. To be continued. So, I take it this is one of those arrangements where you do something for me, I do something for you, and considering the guy is rich, you know. Well, he's not rich, but apparently he's well off, I guess, is what he was saying. So, getting things from Tom's perspective, it seems that this is a small town where the news gets around really fast, probably by word of mouth or by texting, I guess you could say. So everyone knows what happened with Tom and David and Miss Novak by now, basically. And if they don't know, then they do know that something happened. They just don't know that it was involving him. I get the sense that Otto likes Tom, or Tomasz. I'm wondering if the feelings are not mutual, by which I mean I'm wondering if perhaps Tom doesn't like Otto that way, or perhaps he does, he just doesn't want to venture into a relationship at this moment because of Tom's own hangups. You know, basically like, I need to figure out what happened to my mom, and my dad is unreliable. We have bills and things to pay, and you know, he doesn't have a job. But, well, he doesn't now, but like, there's also the whole thing about Camille apparently stalking Tom, and apparently he's been stalking him for a lot longer than they have been aware of his presence, and yeah, like, so it wasn't so much a coincidence that Tom found Camille when he was, you know, doing the little thing where he was going from house to house and then supposedly disappeared on the bus. I am curious what's going on with that. What's up with that, I mean. What else? I'm wondering if perhaps the whole loan shark situation is gonna come back to bite Otto in the butt. I mean, I'm pretty sure it's going to, but like, technically speaking, as with normal loans, there is interest. And I'm pretty sure that there's going to be some interest when Otto gets the money, you know, in order to pay it back. They're gonna be like, oh, thank you, but like, yeah, there's interest. You know, there's still more money to pay. Or maybe they'll want to use Otto's business for something unsavory. I'm not really sure what he does, but if he has oil on his clothes and stuff like that, it has to be either machinery or cars. So we'll see, I guess. What else? It's nice to see that Tom's boss, Marcus, is looking out after him. I mean, obviously it's because he used to work for his mother, and he kind of feels not indebted, but he kind of feels like it's his job to look after him because apparently the dad is unreliable. Even though the dad got a job, and I'm pretty sure he did it because he didn't want to feel like a failure probably, and he didn't want to let down his son. Because I mean, you can see like right there he was excited to do something for like the fact that, oh look, I got a job, it's a security thing. And then Tom was sort of like, oh yeah, sure, good, okay, don't lose this job. And I'm pretty sure that's not something that you should say to a person, especially if they have trouble keeping jobs. Like at the very least, act like, oh, that's good, yeah, sure, you know yay. um it's but yeah, it's clear that the father, uh Carl, I think that was the name, cares about Tom, but things happened. Wife disappeared. He is of the belief that the wife is deceased, dead. He probably feels that the wife even abandoned them. But anyways, yeah, so write it in the comments what you think, and thank you all for watching / listening. If you would like to play this visual novel, which escapes me, you can do so by going down into the link in the description, which should have a direct link to their Twitter page, which should have a direct link to the itch.io page where you can download the game and play it. Or you can just go to itch.io and, search for it and download it there. They also have a Patreon in case you want to support the project. This is a very good mystery thriller, kind of supernatural-ish visual novel, so if you're into that, then, support it. They also have a Discord in case you want to join their Discord, as you can see by the icons that I'm hovering over down here. But yeah. Anyway, so also, if you reach this part of the video, give it a like, subscribe to the channel. Also, I have a throne. It is not a chair. It is a wish list for creators such as myself. I don't like using that word. But yeah, so it's sort of crowdfunding type of stuff. So it's like I put something on there, or you can even gift something randomly if you wanted to for some weird reason. And the money that you guys crowdfund goes into the purchase of these items. And yeah, you don't have to do it, I'm just saying. I know a lot of people do not have expendable income, but yeah, like I already appreciate the channel members, so anywho. Yeah, so I guess that's it for now, and I will see you guys in the next video. Bye bye.